Hey everybody, Brian here. You know, I want to discuss something. I want to talk about something here. What I want to talk about is a question I'm sure a lot of people have been asking themselves. You know, one of those questions has to do with ripping a movie and perhaps even recording a movie on camera when at a theater. And the question that people probably ask themselves a lot, and I'm sure a lot of news networks ask themselves this too, is if recording a movie in the theaters and ripping a movie onto your computer is so illegal, then why hasn't there been anything really done about it? I mean, if it's so illegal, why, when's it going to end? Well, I think I got an answer for that. You see, I think secretly, and this is just my own personal opinion, but I think secretly, movie studios enjoy the fact that people rip the films when they're on DVD. They enjoy the fact that people take a camera into the theaters, even if it's in this country or another country, and record the film or record the movie. I think they secretly enjoy that. And you know why? It's because they know that sometimes the ripping of a movie or the recording of a movie will sometimes mess up. And that would discourage the person that, let's say, downloads that movie off a form or a site that the other person puts it on. Then what do? They end up going to either the theaters and spending about $10 to $12 to see it, or going to a video store and spending about $4 to $5 to rent it, or $12 or $13 to $20 to buy it. See, either way, I think studios secretly like to encourage people to do that because they know people will mess up. Let's say you're ripping a movie onto your computer. Now, a majority of the time, the ripping of a movie will turn out okay. How do I know? Well, I'll be honest with you. I've ripped a few movies myself. Why? Because my family wanted some of these movies. But getting back to what I'm saying. Let's say I was to rip a movie, but then all of a sudden there's a few things wrong with it. Like say maybe the picture's a little pixelated, or in some cases the vocal track is off. I mean, my mom told me once about the movie Godspell that I recorded for her from DVD to DVD when I had my original DVD recorder, my ILO one that is, and she said that the mouthing movements were off, and I noticed that, and I agree they were a little off. I don't know when. Now, I can't say if that was my recorder that did that, and I can't say if it was the DVD the movie originated from that did that. I can't say. But what I can say is that that would be something that studios of recent movies in theaters or on DVD, more importantly in DVD, would hope for or know could happen. Because let's say you rip the movie, I don't know, what is the newest movie that came out? Four Christmases. Let's take a look at that. You rip that movie, and let's say Vince Vaughn has a line in there, and when he's talking, you see his mouth moving like this, but you don't hear the words coming out until about a second or two later. You see, if that was to happen, or like I say, the picture's a little messed up, pixelated or something, studios know that people who download that film will get disencouraged and will go and rent the film from this video store or buy it. Either way, the movie studios, they win because they know people are going to want to have a more clearer, more original copy. Even if the ripped copy is good, they're still going to want one that's better. They're going to want probably the special features. They know either way, they win. Same with theatrical movies. You take a camera in there, you film the movies, and sometimes they come out okay, but then they're a little dark. Sometimes they come out a little messed up to where you hear people in the background and you like see the whole screen. You think people are going to want to download and get that? Well, maybe they will, but once they see it, it will discourage them. And just like movie studios would hope for, it would discourage them and have people want to go to the theaters and see it on the big screen and spend about $10 to $12 to see it. See, what I'm saying, as I mentioned, is I secretly think, and just my opinion, that I believe movie studios secretly encourage and like the fact that people do this. Because it brings more attention to the movies. It brings more attention to the movies and the fact that one way or another they're not going to get a good copy. You know, people that do this are not going to be able to give people a good copy. And also the fact that they know that some download sites have removed the links to said movies because they know it's illegal. So they know that will also discourage people and have people go into the theaters or the video stores to see the movie or rent or buy the movie. But that's just my opinion, honestly. Again, I honestly believe, in my opinion, that movie studios secretly encourage and enjoy the fact that people rip movies onto DVD on the computer, that sometimes they record it from DVD to DVD with a recorder, and when it comes to theatrical, take cameras in there and record the movies. I think they secretly enjoy that because it brings more attention to the film, and they know most of the time, like say when it comes to theatrical ones, they don't turn out right, they don't look good, and people want to see it for themselves in a more clearer format. So that's really all I have to say on this discussion. You got any opinions on it? Your own opinions? Let me know. Drop me a line, and I'll talk to you all later.